All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on the subject of business intelligence. It's nice of you to join me this rather gray Wednesday in September. My name is Lukas Kristensson, and I work as the sales manager at Lime in Lund. Lime Technologies is a supplier of a market-leading CRM platform, and our goal is to deliver user-friendly systems that simplify the working day for our customers, and of course, to create customer magnets. As a sales manager, KPIs, budget achievements, and statistics is something that I work with every day. So that's why I have the pleasure to host this webinar for you guys today. From the Lime side, I am alone in this webinar, which means that I will not be able to scan the chat during the session, but please use the chat for any questions or thoughts that might pop up along the way, and we'll get back to that after the session today. This session will also be recorded and sent out to you later this week. So now let's get this started. And by the way, just feel free to add me on LinkedIn just to connect, or if you have any questions that we won't cover here today. So during this webinar, we're going to touch base with the following topics: business intelligence in brief, what is business intelligence and how can we use it in our everyday life? And please keep in mind, working with CRMs as a CRM supplier, my input regarding BI will lean towards sales and how it can be used tied to other systems. But don't worry, I will try to see it from different perspectives today as well. Why should you use BI tools? What is the shared benefit for different departments, and how can it create value? How could a modern BI platform look? And in the Lime portfolio, we have a BI tool called Lime BI that is used connected to Lime CRM. I will try my best during this webinar to be somewhat impartial and not only talk about Lime software. But I know myself, and seeing is believing, so therefore I will also give you a brief tour in our very own Lime BI. We will end off with a little surprise, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm looking forward to answering any questions that might pop up in the end. So let's just take a few minutes after this session where we can gather some thoughts and feedback. So what is then business intelligence? If you would go out on the Google and type for BI, you might find something like this. So business intelligence combines business analytics, data mining, data visualization, data tools, and infrastructure, and best practices to help organizations to make more data-driven decisions. In practice, you know you get a modern business intelligence when you have a comprehensive view of your organizational data and use that data to drive change, eliminate inefficiencies, and quickly adapt to market or supply changes. So with good business intelligence, organizations can gain new insights on data and change. It can help to make sense of that data and discover patterns, thus makes it easier to form strategies to align with the market. And in a time like this, with the uncertainty of the market, business intelligence with the right use of data and analytics will make organizations gain flexibility, agility, and awareness. Now, this is the time to move from reactivity to proactivity. Or you could, of course, just say the simple version of it, that business intelligence is a cooler way of presenting data. To mix it up a bit today, I'm going to present a short video. It's going to take about 2 minutes and it's completely outside of digital tools, but I think it's something that is very connected to business intelligence. Please keep in mind there won't be any sound in this video, unfortunately, but I think it will make a purpose anyway. All right. So my screen got stuck there for a bit. So if you didn't see the movie, please just write in the comments. But I know that this is not connected to software or specific functions, but I think that this video represents something pretty cool. The idea here was to make more people take the stairs, and the strategy was to add a visual spectra to an everyday activity. The clear result was a change in behavior according to that set goal. I think that most of you listening to this webinar can translate that into other everyday activities that you or your coworkers are doing. It could be connected to sales, delivery, marketing, or customer service. But instead of a staircase piano, the visual spectra could be powered by business intelligence. On the market today, with the excitement of BI, there is of course a lot of different platforms and solutions. And in order to keep this somewhat impartial, you will see a bunch of them on your screen right now. But of course, there are many more. And when choosing a BI software, I would say that the key feature to look after is simplicity. These tools will more or less be capable of doing the exact same thing, present data in a cool way. So if you are in the market searching for a BI tool, look for a solution where you can build dashboards and reports for yourself. Much like any other digital tool, you will notice new ways of working with it as you start using it. Therefore, to have a tool where you can adjust the solution yourself will reduce cost and minimize headaches. And of course, if you can find a system that you can test before so you know how the integrations work, then just go for it. Now we've covered the what. So let's dig into a bit more about the why. Firstly, with a good business intelligence, you will increase your workflows. An effect that you will see by visualizing data in an appealing way is that coworkers will up their speed and start doing the right thing, just connected to the video in the beginning. You will improve your transparency. BI helps employees and organizations to understand what behaviors that create success, and therefore what or where should I spend my time. Aspired behaviors and actions become more tangible and in turn easier to reproduce. You will gain new and deeper insights. It also supports you in finding out where you are on track and where or what you can improve. This by a complete and transparent overview of data. The spark of motivation. As a sales rep, we're quite used to measure sales and numbers because that's what everyone does. But what other focus areas should we aim to improve in? Pinpoint a few areas or departments who need that extra start. By seeing the result in real-time graphs and dashboards, I can promise you that the spark of motivation will up your team. And lastly, availability. A modern tool should, of course, always be available at all time, as long as you're connected through phone or Wi-Fi. A few other bullets just to tell you a bit more about the why with BI. So faster reporting, analysis, and planning. BI platforms are designed to process data from gathered systems and to analyze that data using different questions or queries. The benefit is to make the data analysis easier and more intuitive. You will gain accuracy with real-time data. You will improve your business decisions. BI platforms offer visualization tools that provide a better understanding of historical data, real-time updates, forecasts, and trends. You will improve your data quality and improve your efficiency. The ability to assess data and gain holistic view will help organizations identify opportunities of the markets. It will reduce time thieves and improve your customer experience. BI should not only be used within sales, but also in relation to support or customer service. Discover trends in your support tickets and use the data to improve your customer service. You will find yourself with trusted data, you will increase your competitive advantages, and it could also increase your revenues. BI enables you to establish metrics and KPIs that align with a set organizational strategy, offering the visibility into business performance and return on investments by gathering more in-depth insights. All right, but then what is the alternative? Working as a sales rep at Lime, I'm in contact with loads of different organizations, from big to medium to small organizations with different types of industries. And something that I still see, despite this stage in age, is the information overload. It is still very common that we keep our customer data in different environments and create islands of information. A way to put that I think many of you can relate to is that we live, or they live, in Excel hell. Clear pains as a result in that is that we spent a lot of time searching for data within different islands. More time then goes to summarize the data and present it during department meetings or board meetings, for instance. And once you've gathered the data and presented it in some nice reports, it doesn't take that long before the data becomes out of date, and then we need to start all over again. To add a BI platform integrated with a rounding system with real-time updates of data, and the time spent searching for data will reduce enormously. I think we all can pretty much relate to the classic Excel environment. Presenting data in different Excel sheets can, of course, work. And if you're somewhat talented in the Excel world, you could gain a lot of knowledge from your lists. And you could, of course, also visualize that data by using the somewhat standardized features in Excel for it. And now that I've spent a couple of minutes talking about the what and the why, it is time to start fetching at the how questions. And we're not going to get into how to work in a BI tool, but rather how it could look if you use a modern tool instead of, for instance, Excel. But please don't get me wrong, I still love Excel and to see data and lists because it's super simple to work with. But how can we keep the data up to date? And to be honest, wouldn't it be a lot cooler if all of your customer data is already gathered and presented something like this? In a BI tool where we can see different dashboards for all that we need. It could be activities such as sales calls, customer meetings, web demos, or cold calls. It could be to get a more holistic view of your sales forecast, to help you with your pipeline management. How many quotations have we sent out? Is our pipeline in line with our overall goal this month, this quarter, or this year? It could be turnover figures. Is my office budget in line with our overall strategy? It could be hit rates. How many deals do we win? How many deals do we lose? And more importantly, why? And if we're not just going to look at sales figures, you could, of course, also see, well, help desk statistics. Now this is in Swedish, and I'm sorry for that, but here we can see different dashboards towards customer service or ticket handling, active tickets, delayed tickets, new tickets, the source of our tickets, our processing time, and our lead times. And now it's time to start fetching at Lime BI, so buckle up a bit. Just a few bullet points. Once again, what is Lime BI? It will help you with your business follow-up, your reporting. It will provide some business intelligence. You will gain a better overview, be able to take fact-based decisions, provide dashboards for yourself and your co-workers, and it's super simple to use. You don't have to take my word for it, so let's do a quick little show and tell of how it actually looks like. Now I'm praying to whoever listens that you still see my screen and that you see the Lime CRM platform. Good. I think that many of you are familiar with this type of environment. We've just jumped into Lime CRM. And as you can see, I'm standing in the Lime CRM web client. What we can see in the web client is some kind of BI tool, a Lime BI dashboard, fetching different types of statistics and the information directly from your Lime CRM. But instead of publishing that data in rows and columns, we see it in real-time data updates. What we also see in this picture is a bunch of different types of dashboards. We like to say that it is simple dashboards, or it could be complex dashboards, or simple questions and complex questions. To give you a few examples, if we see the one at the top right, or the bottom left, or the bottom right, we can see simple questions. This is where we take one figure from one table and then provide a deeper insight. But if we look at the top left corner, we can then see dashboards that provide me with some kind of comparison. For instance, won deals this month versus last month, or the hit rate, have it increased or have it decreased? Something that we also can do in Lime CRM is why not use the multiple start pages? Because if I work with help desk or ticket handling, then of course my dashboard should be more towards customer service. How many tickets do we have that are ongoing? In what type of source is they? And so forth. So what Lime BI does is that it takes information from Lime and publish it in nice different types of dashboards. For the more techie person, we can then jump into Lime BI and you will see a different kind of URL, a different kind of web page. And this is where we then build our different dashboards. So if we just take an example, you will see the different dashboards that we just presented. But now this is the place where I can build and ask the other questions. Just to ask a question, we click on the top right corner and we say a simple question or a custom question. But we're not going to get into the technical details about this, and don't you worry, if you want a hand with it, we're happy to help you. Something that I would like to mention is that you can then decide which dashboard should be embedded into Lime CRM and then published to which user group, basically. What you also can do is that you can send these kind of real-time updates and provide them on a TV screen, for instance, in the kitchen at your office or during a board meeting, or send these kind of reports and dashboards to not Lime CRM users, basically. All right, I will head back into the PowerPoint mode. Let's see, and once again, pray to someone that we will see it. All right, so for today, just a summary of some of the key topics that we have touched base with. So Lime BI, or BI in general, it's the possibility to create simple and visual reports from real-time data. You will exclude general time thieves and reduce the administrative time. You will gain a spark of motivation and drive change by implementing a visual spectra. You should choose a platform that is easy to use and try to see it from different perspectives. It's not only a sales tool. Good. I promised you a bit of a surprise in the end, and now here it comes. So right now we have a Lime BI campaign, which means that all of our active customers have the possibility to start using Lime BI. The BI tool will then be license free from, well, basically when you start up until the 1st of December this year. As a cherry on top, we also include a 100% satisfaction guarantee on the implementation or installation of Lime BI. This means that if you use Lime BI from now until the 1st of December and then think that, well, it's not really our thing, then you have the possibility to get the money back for the installation. The way to go about this is to talk to your local Lime CRM sales rep or your local project manager at Lime. Perfect. All right. We were pretty efficient today, so we're actually on the last kind of slide here with the questions and feedback. So if you use it, try to write your questions in the question segment, and we'll get to it. All right, we have one question here. Could we use Lime BI in the desktop version of Lime? And yes, you can. As you saw in the brief little tour there, I just used the web client. But of course, Lime BI also work for you desktop users out there. Could we have tailored dashboard for different departments? Yes, so it's possible to do segmentations within the Lime BI platform. That means that you could segment the dashboards based on a specific sales rep, an office, for instance, or a specific date. You can also decide using the multiple start pages in the web client which department should get what dashboard, basically. All right. If we don't have any other questions, feel free to just contact some of your limers out there, and they will give you a deeper understanding of what we just talked about and can answer any questions that you might have. I'm not going to steal you anymore this Wednesday, but I would like to say thank you for your time, and hopefully it was somewhat valuable today. And hopefully we'll talk again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.